My name is Katherine Gura, and I'm a research ecologist at Teton Raptor Center. So essentially I work in the field, off-trail in the backcountry, studying wildlife in their natural environment. The mission of Teton Raptor Center is essentially to keep wild birds where they belong, which is in the wild, and to advance raptor conservation. And we do that in three primary ways. So we rehabilitate raptors that are ill or injured and re-release them into the wild. We also provide educational programs for the public where we teach about raptor ecology and the conservation challenges they face. And then finally, we do scientific research, which is where I come in. That's my job, to study wild birds in their natural systems, to understand what they need and how we can continue to conserve them. A typical day for me at work involves going out into the field and observing animals in their natural environment. And so often I get to spend my time observing their behaviors, how they're interacting with one another, and learning about what they do in the wild. Some of the species I'm studying we know very little about, and so everything I can learn from them while I'm out in the field observing them is useful for science. And so whether that's a behavior that hasn't been documented, a certain sound or call that no one's ever recorded before, all of it can be important, and so my job is to document pretty much everything that I'm observing. For me, there's nothing better than waking up every day to the birds around me, the wildlife in my yard, and just being a part of this wild system. From an early age, I was really drawn to wildlife and to animals. I always knew I wanted to be a champion of wildlife and loved paying attention to the animals around me and learning about them, and I think ultimately that's what led to a career in field ecology. The first thing I'd want to tell any young girls who are interested in becoming scientists is to definitely go for it and know there are so many women in this profession who can serve as mentors and are excited to teach and help lead you into this career. And definitely don't allow anybody to tell you it's something you can't do, because you certainly can. One thing that not many people realize about raptors is that just from a conservation standpoint, raptors can be quite vulnerable, and many raptors are actually declining. So many conservation and research organizations would welcome the assistance of everyone for their work, and so the first thing I would suggest is reaching out to those local organizations and seeing how you can help. And there's so many ways you can contribute even beyond working in the field. Any skills you have likely can contribute to their mission and ultimately to conservation.